This is the message for African Americans. To begin, I want to say I'm sorry. As a Black Latino, I did not understand your struggle. I did not understand that your fights impacted me. I did not understand that all of your sacrifices impacted me. I did not understand that all of your stands impacted me. Africans, Caribbeans.
Y'all can keep the diaspora wars because I give a fuck about global politics and the way I am rooting for the continent of Africa right now. Because what a lot of y'all don't realize is that all this shit is connected. If South America and the continent of Africa could get their resources under control back into the hands of the people, get rid of the corruption that is strife within the government and put equity back to the people and infrastructure back into their motherfucking nations and protect don't let them be able to really step and protect themselves again. Oh, baby, we slowing all this capitalistic shit up. We slowing it up. Y'all don't realize all of this shit is connected. I am cheering, rooting. Everything. Listen, they started kicking French up out of there. Now all of a sudden they want the UN to be in Kenya. These bitches ain't slick, bitch. I'm on y'all head global. Not even just not even nationally right now. We gotta be on their head globally, y'all. Keep the diaspora wars. Okay? I'm still waiting for Haiti to get the gold back. I'm not even going to go there right now if I be on a tangent. All I'm trying to say is while y'all so busy arguing about rap and music artists and all this other shit, if we could really cast the bigger nets for the fish that we need to fry, no Nicki Minaj, and really have a diaspora link up globally. Listen, Pan-Africanism had a lot of flaws, but at the core of it all, it definitely centralizes power for the black community and holds us accountable across continents to each other first. Y'all can keep the diaspora wars, bitch. I'm cheering for everybody black. Thank you.
Again, I am fascinated by white people's obsession with us, right? Considering, as they always remind us, we're such a small part of our population. They give us a lot of energy. Because one, the ancestral need they have to control us, not just our bodies, but down to our thoughts and emotions. Because why do they care about how we feel about Charlie Kirk dying? Like, why do they even care? Why are they so obsessed about our emotions? I mean, one thing they don't seem to get, because they're unable to see outside themselves, is how few of us cared, period. We didn't know him to celebrate or to mourn. He was not important in our lives. He wasn't big. But even if he were, why?
This is the message for African Americans. To begin, I want to say I'm sorry. As a Black Latino, I did not understand your struggle. I did not understand that your fights impacted me. I did not understand that all of your sacrifices impacted me. I did not understand that all of your stands impacted me. Africans, Caribbeans, Black Latinos, anybody that is black from any part of the world have benefit from you, have benefit from your sacrifices, have benefit from your struggles. And I wanted to say, I'm sorry and thank you. Yes, the Holy Spirit allowed me to come to this message this morning, to pause and say thank you. I am feeling blessed in my life. I am feeling very blessed. But who can you show gratitude? And the Holy Spirit showed me that it's you that I need to say thank you to. So when someone say, Black Americans have no culture, you tell them, Your culture is resilience. Your culture is innovation. Your culture is strength. Your culture is guiding black people to embrace their melanated skin. Guiding black people to embrace their hair. Guiding black people to embrace who they are. That is your culture. Your culture is music. Your culture is art. Your culture is all of these things that have impacted each one of us. And the first time that I was called the N-word, I didn't even know what to do with myself because I did not know I was black. I thought I was Latina. But even the Latinos did not embrace me because they saw my color. When they heard my accent, then I was welcome. That I reject. But I accept me because you have helped me accept me. You have helped me understand about Martin Luther King. You have helped me understand about all of these things through your movies, and I thank you. I want to say thank you, and again, I'm sorry. May God continue to bless each and every one of you wherever you are. And please look in the mirror and realize you have blessed us all. So now, focus on blessing yourself. Bless yourself. And I will be praying for you.
This is just a brief video. I just want to give my flowers to the Black American, the African American community. It was through them that I kind of knew my identity. I know it's kind of weird, you know, but it's the truth. I'm being transparent with you. I've been to many American states when I was traveling in the 90s, and I met some amazing, beautiful Black American, African American people who I still have as friends to this very day. I think if social media had been around in the 90s, I definitely would be an influencer because I was traveling. You know, we didn't have things like selfies or cell phones then, but I did my travels and I went to so many places, went to Atlanta, you know, Alabama, Mississippi, New York, Chicago, LA. I went to many places, Louisiana, and I met some really beautiful people, and their journey kept me safe. I don't know what I was doing because, as I said, we didn't have social media then. I just literally used to stick a pin in the map, and I just said, I'm just going to go and travel out there. And I also met a lot of people in the forums, because there were a lot of forums back in the day. We had forums, Black Planet. I didn't really go on Black Planet because there was too many crazy people on Black Planet, but I was on AOL Black Voices, and I met some amazing people. So what I'm trying to say is that I just have a lot of love for the African American community. That's it. I think, you know, what they've been through, as we've all been through in our own kind of ways and journeys, has been just nothing but too amazing that they still are this resilient set of communities. And I see them and I see me, and that's it. I see you. So here are your flowers. I love you.
All right, racists, we're going to address this again since the inferior people are struggling. Black Americans are the only indigenous people on this land. Melanated people are the only people around the world who are indigenous on every land, no matter their ethnic group. Uncivilized lands all have the same genetic connection, melanated skin with varying shades of brown. And those groups are not connected to Africa, just like Black Americans aren't connected to Africans ethnically. The actual American Indian, known as the Black Americans, are the ethnic group of North America, not descendants of Africans. Let's dismantle the greatest public relations fraud ever committed, the desperate multiracial campaign to erase the true indigenous Black American from this land. There is a coordinated effort, a relentless lie, designed to make Black Americans believe they are a guest in someone else's house. But the unchangeable archaeological and historical truth is that Black Americans are the foundation. They were here first. And by here, I mean the world. Every country. Every strip of land. And they built the civilization that we are all destroying. The lie about Africa is to confuse and mislead so that the theft can keep going on. Black Americans weren't even considered African American until 1988 by Jesse Jackson, a known Cherokee Indian. So they'll pay a Black American leader to lie and sell out while classifying himself correctly despite the lie. If Black Americans came from Africa by boat in the 1600s, America didn't figure this out until 1988? And this isn't just a white lie. This is a lie woven by $5 pretendians, by secret treaties between immigrant groups, by decades of policy and propaganda all aimed at one single goal, convincing the world that the original people of this soil simply do not exist. They have every story in the world about the false history. And then you ask for ship manifest and evidence of ships, and then suddenly they can't produce them. But they could show you evidence of the Titanic hundreds of feet under the ocean. They won't even show you the entirety of the Titanic under the water. Only a corner of this ship. They still parse that history. They have reclassified the true indigenous people, renamed you, and redrawn maps around you, hoping you would forget the land your spirit is made from. Now they deploy their little native influencers online, armed with fraudulent petitions and digital picket signs, begging platforms to remove you from your own story. They are performing a pathetic pantomime of indigeneity. If you are indigenous, why would you need outside help? What are they protecting? If you're truly indigenous Native Americans, how could someone take that from you? Why the sudden panic? Every post they make, every petition they circulate is an admission. You've been caught, and now history will be made. Every other race are the visitors. It is time, Black Americans. Time for you to start acting like the host in your home, because all of this is yours. It is time you start acting like the host.
Y'all, these $5 Siberian Huskies have lost their damn mind. I didn't realize literally everyone is obsessed with Native Black Americans. This is really kind of creepy. This is like some Us, Get Out type stuff. I mean, this fool says, I would like you to link to your personal heritage to your argument. These Hey, in real life, they wouldn't even have the testicular fortitude to speak to us. In real life, we have such command presence that they wouldn't even have the audacity to walk up to us and say a damn thing. But over the internet, they want us to link to our personal heritage. Meanwhile, they can't tell us what tribe they're a part of. They can't show us a tribal ID card. I mean, Lord, what is going on? I've never asked another human being to link their personal heritage to me. I mean, that's just so strange. Lord. Yeah, that's why I built out the website NativeBlackAncestry.com, y'all. We know who we are. I literally descend from a town king, the Chief Justice of the Creek Nation Supreme Court. We know exactly who we are, but it's you $5 mongrels that are confused.
And I feel like ever since they added TikTok images, it really exposed what Black people have been saying for years about how influential Black American culture is, like, worldwide. And we've been saying that since, like, even before 2020. Like, people keep on calling it TikTok slang, Gen Z slang. Like, I'm Nigerian American, but, like, I know I grew up in America, it's Black American slang. And I feel like the TikTok images really just showcases that, because most of the images in the comment sections are just Black people being shown. And that goes to show how it's like a physical, in a sense, like a visual manifestation of what we mean by, like, the spread of, like, Black American culture. Because these images were once only shared among the Black community, and now everybody's using them the same way the slang gets spread, the style gets spread. But because now we see these people are physically, like, Black, obviously, it's easier for people to, I guess, conceptualize it or understand it.
I couldn't help but to peep how the rest of the diaspora was like, oh, Americans have, like, main character syndrome. While then America is hyping up people of a whole different country for just existing and being excited about, whatever. And then the rest of the diaspora is like, oh, the Americans are just finding out they're Scottish people, and then makes us, the talk piece, the think piece, the main character that they then say that we think that we are. And then when we go and tell them that you guys make us this main character y'all say that we are, because y'all are always worried about us and y'all are obsessed with us. And then they deny the obsession and then continue to say we think we're the main character, although they're in our business and talking about us and then making us that main character. Anybody else notice that, or was it just me?
I got black fatigue, black fatigue, black fatigue. What do you think black folks got? White folks been white folking for how many years? Since white folks appeared on this earth, they have made it their goal to hurt other people. While other people were teaching other people, white folks' only mindset was to hurt them. And you got black fatigue? Here comes another buzzword. You can easily say, I dislike black people. It is much more simple. And then people say, well, I just dislike a certain group of black people who does this and does that. Every group does that. There are ghetto white people, ghetto Asians, ghetto Latinos, ghetto black people. There are degenerate white people, degenerate Asians, degenerate Latinos, and degenerate black people. You do not have to make a buzzword for it. The truth is you dislike black people and you are trying to come to terms with that. Or you dislike your own group of people and you are trying to come to terms with that. So having a buzzword makes you feel better. You feel like you have black fatigue, but if you cannot mention all the degenerate behavior that all other groups have done in this country, then you have a bigger problem on your hands other than black fatigue. And people think I'm joking when I say I don't have a problem with the KKK. You know why? Because they say with their chest, I dislike black folks. It's okay. You don't have to like black people. But understand that black people don't care. I don't know not one black person who takes the time out of the day to insert themselves into white culture and to see what white people are doing. But guess who does do that? Because when you look in comment sections, all you see is hundreds of Caucasians who find themselves on black pages simply to say hateful things. Because of their black fatigue, obviously. People who simply say you dislike black people and have a good day.
So white people will never leave black people alone, and I'm gonna tell you why. White society's obsession with black people isn't new, it's centuries old. If you think about slavery, colonialism, and exploitation, from the start, white wealth in America was built off the backs of black bodies. Sugar, cotton, tobacco, rice. This wasn't just economics, it was a system where white people's very identity was shaped around controlling and owning and watching black bodies. But here's the wild contradiction in all of this, right? While trying to dehumanize us, white culture has always been obsessed with us, right? They copied our music, our style, our language, our food, even our rhythm, all while denying us basic rights. Think about jazz and rock and hip hop and fashion, all born out of black genius, only to be taken, watered down, and sold back to the world with a white face on it. So why can't they just stay away? Because in a system that is built both on exploitation and envy, distance is impossible. White supremacy depends on keeping black people in place, close enough to use, control, or imitate, but never free enough to threaten the hierarchy. It's a sick paradox, fear and fascination at the same damn time. On a psychological level, it's projection. White folks will project their guilt, their fear, and their insecurities onto blackness, and then turn around and crave the very life, culture, and resilience they tried to destroy. It's like they want the sauce, but not the struggle. Now, to be real, not every white person acts like this, but the system, the way whiteness has defined itself against blackness, makes it so this obsession keeps resurfacing. Whether it's over policing or culture appropriation or trying to legislate our lives, it always comes back to the old need to dominate mixed with a quiet desire to be what they can't.
Calling me black as an insult it's just not a key. I don't know why people think still today, in today's day, that saying, that's why you're black, that's why you're burnt, that's why you're dark skinned is like an insult. First of all, I grew up dark skinned my whole life. I was dark skinned all through elementary school, middle school, my whole life. Growing up dark skinned before 2010 or even before 2015, honestly, was like growing up in Jim Crow era. Nobody liked dark skinned people. So I have tough skin. I went through a lot. I was the ugly, black, Bernie, brown, dark-skinned girl all through elementary school, all through middle school. I was even told at one point in college that my friend was much prettier than me because she was light-skinned. So I've had a long journey of getting to love my skin, which I love my skin, and just like getting to a point where you can't make me feel bad for one, something I can't control, and two, something that's so beautiful about me. Like there are people out here that literally go to the doctor, go to the tanning booths, and they try to get skin like mine. So calling me darky, brownie, burnt, like, okay, babes. Like, if you are taking that route to insult me, I know you have nothing else to say.
Racism is really just infatuation. They're not going to tell you that, though. Like, they're absolutely, like, think about it. Racist white people, they really hate black people simply because they love their skin. Like, they love your dark skin. Think about a dark-skinned black person. Do you not know how rich and beautiful that skin looks? Do you know how rich and beautiful that it looks? It literally, you can just look at it and tell that it holds power. So it's more over a thing like they look at it and they're like, wow, I admire that. But I hate that you have it and I don't. So I have to make you feel bad for it. That's why they spend so much time trying to get us broken up, you know, even too, like when it comes amongst our own people. Like, that's why colorism exists, all of that, because they want you to hate your own kind. Because we really, to be honest, deep down inside, we're intimidated. We love you, but we also hate you. But we don't know what to do with the energy that we love your skin and your culture and certain things that we like about it so much. So guess what? We have to make you hate it. And now I want to do things, and then too, I'm getting into white supremacy. Now, when it comes to white supremacy, it's like I have to do things to put myself in higher power so that you can feel less. You got to feel below me because you already hold power. I can look at you and just tell. Look at your dark, rich skin. And even too, when it's moisturized, do you see how you look? Nah, I got to figure out something. They was probably like, nah, we got to figure out something to keep these people distracted, to make them hate themselves, to keep the world divided. We need to feel better than them at all costs. Let's figure out something. But deep down inside this infatuation, I love your skin. I love your skin. I just want you to hate it, though, because I can't have it. Or I really desire that for myself, but it can't happen.